Narco drones. Welcome to a world where technology has made the once unthinkable a reality. The use of drones by drug cartels has revolutionized the drug smuggling game, making it easier for illegal substances to cross borders undetected. But what exactly are these cartel drones, and how are they impacting our world? Join us as we take a closer look at this growing trend and shine a light on the dangerous game of cat and mouse happening right above our heads. It's time to uncover the truth behind the illegal use of technology in the drug trade. Buckle up and let's begin the journey. Drug trafficking has evolved significantly over the years, especially with the advent of new technologies. In the past, drug traffickers relied on traditional methods, such as smuggling drugs through land borders, hiding them in cargo containers, or using couriers to transport drugs. However, the rise of technology has enabled drug traffickers to expand their operations and adopt new methods of smuggling drugs into the country. One such example is the use of drones, which are equipped with GPS systems and can fly at high altitudes, making it easier for drug cartels to smuggle drugs into the country. The world of illegal drug trafficking is constantly evolving, and the recent trend of using these drones by drug cartels has created a new and pressing challenge for law enforcement agencies. The impact of this new method of drug smuggling is widespread and significant, as it undermines the efforts of law enforcement agencies who are working tirelessly to stop the flow of illegal drugs into the country. The rise of drone technology in the drug trafficking world has sent shockwaves through the law enforcement community. The once seemingly impenetrable border is now vulnerable to these flying drug smugglers, making it easier for cartels to bring their dangerous wares into our communities. It's a high-stakes game of cat and mouse, with the fate of public safety hanging in the balance. The advent of air drones has revolutionized the world of drug trafficking, providing traffickers with a new and efficient way to smuggle drugs. However, the situation has become even more complex with the emergence of remote-controlled narco drones. These drones provide traffickers with another form of drug transportation, making it even more challenging for law enforcement to keep up with the ever-evolving drug trade. From investing in cutting-edge technology to collaborating with local communities, they're leaving no stone unturned in the fight against these drug smugglers. Are narco drones really effective? Drug traffickers are using narco drones because they are an effective and inexpensive way to smuggle drugs across borders. The drones can fly at high altitudes to avoid detection and can be controlled remotely by operators located anywhere in the world. They are also relatively cheap and easy to obtain, making them an attractive option for criminal organizations. Because of this, narco drones remain an attractive option for drug traffickers due to their ability to bypass traditional checkpoints and border patrols, making them a potent tool in the drug trade. A typical narco drone comes in various forms and price ranges. While smaller, more affordable options like quadcopters can be found at major retailers for a few $100s, larger, more advanced models with 6 or 8 motors can cost upwards of $5,000 to $10,000 and have the capacity to transport up to 35 pounds. Despite their increasing use, the exact number of narco drones crossing the border each day remains unknown, and the challenge of stopping them continues to elude authorities. This week, a narco drone carrying drugs crashed near the United States-Mexico border, as reported by Tijuana police. According to the Associated Press, the drone was loaded with over 6 pounds of crystal meth, separated into 6 packets. The 6-propeller drone, believed to have been unable to carry the weight of the drugs, plummeted into the parking lot of a supermarket close to the San Isidro crossing at the Mexico-California border. There has also been an increase in recent years of underwater drones transporting drugs and other illegal goods. This threat posed by this new technology requires a proactive and urgent response from law enforcement. International law must adapt and evolve to keep up with these new developments in drug trafficking. It's time to take action and ensure that our borders are protected against these highly advanced and dangerous drug smuggling tactics. International cooperation in the suppression of drug trafficking at sea. So, what does international law require of states in preventing transnational crimes at sea? International law requires states to cooperate and share information to prevent different transnational crimes at sea. For example, Article 108 of the UN Convention on the Law of the Sea requires all states to cooperate in the suppression of drug trafficking on the high seas. The 1988 Drugs Convention goes further, allowing parties to the treaty to stop and board each other's vessels when they're reasonably suspected of trafficking in illicit drugs. However, if there's no one on board a remote-controlled submarine, the existing rules and procedures for law enforcement cannot work as they have before. The International Maritime Organization is undertaking a study of who is a master and seafarer in the context of uncrewed surface ships used to transport cargo around the world. While the organization has an important focus on maritime safety, there are many legal questions relating to crimes at sea that also need to be answered. Drones delivering contraband at prisons. The evolution of technology has brought about drones, originally intended for military use, but now widely utilized for a variety of purposes, such as law enforcement, search and rescue, and the film industry. Unfortunately, criminals have also taken advantage of drones and their capabilities, using them for illicit activities, including smuggling contraband into prisons. Before the advent of drones, contraband was already a major issue in prisons, often smuggled in through prison visits, thrown over prison walls, or by bribed prison guards. However, drones present a new challenge as they allow for larger and potentially more dangerous items to be easily transported into prison facilities. Drug traffickers in particular have embraced the use of narco drones, finding them to be a fast, efficient, and often undetectable way to get their products into prisons. With the ease of use and relative low cost of drones, it's likely that their use for criminal activities will continue to be a problem. This highlights the need for law enforcement to stay ahead of the curve and find new ways to detect and stop these illegal activities. Countermeasures to narco drones. Countermeasures against narco drones aim to prevent the illicit use of drones by drug traffickers. With the increasing prevalence of drone technology in drug trafficking, law enforcement agencies have had to develop new strategies to prevent and mitigate the threat posed by narco drones. Some of the most common countermeasures include the use of drone detection technology, jamming devices that interfere with the drone's communication and navigation systems, and physical barriers such as nets and other obstacles designed to prevent drones from flying into secure areas. Additionally, law enforcement agencies are also exploring the use of drones equipped with anti-drone technology to intercept and capture narco drones before they reach their intended destination. The deployment of anti-drone units, combined with increased public awareness and cooperation, can help to reduce the threat posed by narco drones and support the efforts of law enforcement agencies to keep our communities safe. In conclusion, narco drones have become a growing threat to the security and stability of countries, particularly in terms of illegal drug trafficking. The ease of obtaining and using drones for criminal purposes has made it difficult for law enforcement agencies to keep up with this new form of smuggling. As the technology behind drones continues to advance, it is essential for countries to adapt and find effective ways to prevent narco drones from being used for illegal activities. This may include investing in new technology, improving intelligence sharing between agencies, and working closely with communities to identify and intercept drug shipments. The global community must come together to find ways to effectively address the threat posed by narco drones and ensure the safety of citizens. People used to have a fascination for the future, and it's true that technology has advanced in amazing ways. However, when technology falls into the wrong hands, it can be devastating. That's it for today. Please leave your thoughts and comments in the section below. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any future videos.